So I should be back now. According to this, I'm not losing frames, which is great. And we should be good now. Hopefully this just all works nicely. Okay. We're going to have to go ahead and call for clearance. We got 17. We're still... they still got us fueling up here. Let's go ahead and kind of reset my airplane here. Let's see here. We're going up to flight level 350. And landing altitude in Salt Lake City is 4250. There we go. Perfect, and it's going to be number 2. And so we still have kind of this weird thing here going on. I get that occasionally the auto brake disarm light just does not like when the parking brake is set, and then if I go ahead and turn the parking brake off, that'll generally fix it. So let's go ahead and try that really quick. So we're chalked in. So auto brake goes to, yep. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and call for clearance. Let's see here. We need Long Beach clearance is going to be 1850. And we are still fueling here. We're just waiting on the last little bit of fuel to come in, and then we should be in good shape here. Let's go ahead and call clearance, and we'll get ready to get out of here. Long Beach clearance. Good evening, Southwest 2229 information. X-ray clearance to Salt Lake City. Southwest 2229 is clear to Salt Lake City Airport. Zoom 3 departure vehicle transition as filed. Climb 3000, departure 128.1, squawk 6002. 3000 is set. Alright, and we have 17 on the gas, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and set the seatbelt sign back on, and then we will start boarding. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. I can only hope.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And we are starting the boarding process here. Cool. $6002 is set, and we're in good shape there.
Departure checks completed.
I'm going to run to the bathroom, and then we will brief it up and get out of here. We are boarding right now. We only have, I think, like 70-some people on this flight, so it should be relatively quick to get out of here.
Locking gear.
Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please. Hello. Hello? This way, please. This way. May I see your boarding pass? Boarding pass, please. Hello. This way. May I see your boarding pass? Boarding pass, please. Boarding pass, please. Hello. Welcome on board. Hello.
All right. We're getting ready to go to Salt Lake City. We'll see if we can get it down to Jamaica one of these days. Being Las Vegas based, we don't get out that way very
Good
often,
evening.
but maybe one day we'll head out that way. Let's go ahead and we'll brief up departure and we'll get out of here. I said I think we only have like 70-some people, so it should be a relatively simple. Actually, I have 134 people, but sorry, we'll be on our way out of here in just a minute.
Good
So,
evening.
you ready for the departure brief? Infuse, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. All right, the departure brief. You're going to be the pilot flying. I'm going to be the pilot monitoring on this flight. Let's go ahead and look at our station information page here for Long Beach. Checking out the SIP here for Long Beach here. So we're already gate 2. We don't have to call for push. Contact ground when ready for taxi, short of Charlie or Lima. And there's really nothing special for it. The only thing is we're going to be under the Los Angeles Bravo airspace, so make sure we are flying the minimum safe airspeed, the faster of the airspeed based on 200 knots of the flap-up maneuvering speed. So we do have, we are going to be underneath the Los Angeles Bravo shelf, so make sure we don't accelerate until we actually get into the Bravo. Taxi routing over to runway 12. I would expect probably Charlie 1, it'll be Golf, Delta, crossing 8 left. No hotspots, all of its taxi routes, the runway's dry. If we look at love cars here, wind 7 knots on the nose, 1 knot off the right, proud 80 knots. We'll stop for any master caution or non-normal indication. After 80 knots and up into V1, we'll only stop for an engine fire or failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if the aircraft is unable or unsafe to fly. After V1, we'll make a normal takeoff. We'll climb out at V2 plus 20. We'll accelerate at 1060, clean up the airplane, and go from there. We'll clear to Salt Lake City, zoom 3 to Beale. Up to 3,000. Departure's 21 with a squawk of 6002 is set.
This way.
We're Long Beach, Salt Lake City, Southwest 2229 off runway 12. It's a zoom 3 departure to Beale, Quebec 842 to Winnan, Milford, and the pit to arrival. Zoom 3 off runway 12.
Boarding pass, please.
We're going to climb on a 121 to 600 feet, and then it's radar vectors to cross Cahill at or above 15,000, zooms at or above 16,000, Sebi, Play, Arcus, Yella, and Wheeze, and Beale. We're going to be on heading select and VNAV on the departure. We are not going to be doing heads-up takeoff. The minimum required climb gradient is standard. Engine failure is a right turn heading of 180, and we've got that set in the right course at a transition altitude of 18,000 feet. Do you guys have any questions? None? All right. Briefs are complete.
Boarding pass, please.
Before start checklist FMC programmed, briefings complete. Oxymax and quantity check. DC's on, navigation switches, normal display switches, auto normal fuel is going to be 17.0, close 16.9, center pumps off. Passenger signs on, window heat on, hydraulic pump stays off, B's on, pressurization set, auto, flight instruments are 2985, set auto brakes. RTO, takeoff warning horn checked, park brake set, transponder, TARA, aileron, and rudder trim is set before so checks are complete. Let's see if Southwest has us back on time here. Well, allegedly we're departing now, so we just finished boarding, which is great. All right, we're going to go ahead and get the APU going here, and once we do that, we'll get ready to get out of here, and we'll get ready to head on our way down to Salt Lake City. I have a feeling it didn't do it correctly and actually opened the wrong door. But it looks like boarding is complete. All right, let's go ahead and call it back, say hello to everybody, and we'll get on our way here. Folks on flight deck, good evening. My name is Dan. I'm your captain on board today. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight Southwest Airlines Flight 2229 with service over to Salt Lake City. Be on our way here in just a couple of minutes, climbing up to 35,000 feet, 1 hour, 27 minutes. Wheels up to wheels down in Salt Lake City. Currently in Salt Lake City, temperature is 95 degrees, partly cloudy skies, winds out of the north at 6 knots, expecting a low of 77 degrees, maybe some showers in the area early, and then clearing as we get later on into the evening. Again, 1 hour, 27 minutes. Thanks so much for choosing us here at Southwest Airlines. We'll be on our way in just a couple of minutes. Welcome aboard. All right, that's good. Back to transmitting on VHF1. APU is up. All right, we gotta wait 2 minutes before we can, actually, never mind. Ignore that. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Let's prepare for pushback and departure. Let's close the door. Get the beacon on. Get the doors armed, and it's gonna be a quick edit push on the map, and all we're gonna do is just do it the OG Southwest way and just straight
Release
back.
parking brakes, please.
All right, let's go ahead and pull the chocks. And all the ground stuff is away. Let's go ahead and get our seat in position. Then we're gonna get our load sheet, and we'll get out of here. All right, let's go ahead and we'll say we got our final numbers here. So let's go ahead and make love cards dark so it's not blinding you here. We've got zero fuel rate of 117.3. It gives us 34.3. That works. N1s, we're going to run 52 over 29. Climb 2, flap 5. 85.3. That checks 31.33.39. Should default to 1,000, but that's still not an option, which is very annoying. So we got 1,000 there. All right, before push checklists. Put that shut. Perfect. Alright, before push checklist, 0 fuel at 117.3, set weight is going to be 134.3, cross-checked. PWB remarks, reviewed N1s are going to be 52 over 29, reduced set runway. 1-2 is set flaps, PWB 5, CD5, V speeds 31, 33, 39, set stab trim 5.5 is set, minimum clean belts 2, 10, 60, set flight deck door lights up before push checks are complete. Get these displays turned down just a little bit. It's getting a little dark. Alright, let's go ahead and release the brakes. Let's go.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Brakes released.
Starting wheel.
Clear push. Alright, packs off, spin 2.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set, clear to disconnect. Thanks for the push. Have a nice day. Got 25 on the N2. Introducing fuel. Light off. We'll get the starter to cut out.
Unlocking gear.
Sorry, cut out. Let's go ahead and get the lights turned down a little bit here.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Alright, there's rollback.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Packs off, spin 1. Got N2. Got N2, we got N1. Alright, she's got the pin. We'll say she's got the comm bag. 25, we'll introduce fuel. Light off. We'll get the starter to cut out. There's the starter cut out. And she's rolling back. Once we get the red carrot to go away, that'll be a good engine start. Roll back. I tuck tow bar, bypass, pin, and communications bag are clear. Standby flaps, flaps 5. Control check. Alright, before taxi checklist. Electrical generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, flight controls free, flight deck windows closed and locked, flaps, CDU 5, indicates 5, green light, before taxi checklist complete. Alright, clear left, clear right. Dome light off. Alright, we're gonna go over here. We'll call Charlie 1 short of Charlie for taxi. We're on 33 nothing, which is Long Beach ground. New Long Beach is looking really good, I must say. Long Beach ground Southwest 2229, Charlie 1 short of Charlie for taxi with information X-ray. Yeah, we're Charlie 1 short of Charlie for taxi with X-ray. Alright, runway 30 Charlie, Lima 1 Southwest 2229. Okay, so now they're giving us 30, which is annoying. So we're going to have to go ahead and kind of rebrief everything here and re-plug everything in. So we're departing off 30 now. Zoom 3. Was it Beale, I believe? Yep. Zoom 3 Beale, Quebec 842, went in Milford, pit 2, that works. And we need to rerun the numbers here off runway 30.
Approaching 30.
Alright, so we're rerunning the numbers for 30. So now left turn to heading of 180 if we have an engine failure. So we got 180 on the left course. 54. 52. Over 27. Climb 2 flap 5. It's going to be 32, 33. $32, 33, and 39. That's good. And then we got to look at the SID here. So Zoom 3 off of runway 30. So it's a 301 heading to 1,500 feet. Left turn to 180, or as assigned by ATC. Radar vectors across the Cahill at or above 15,000. Let's see here. Cahill's at or above 15,000. Zoom's at or above 16,000. Sebi, Play, Arcus, Yellow, Wise, and Beale. And basically, I'm going to have heading select and VNAV on the departure. We could use LNAV, but I'm going to go ahead and do heading select on the departure here, just because it's a good chance we're going to get a runway. We're going to get a heading on departure, so we want to do that. Still 17.0. Alright, approaching departure runway. Protocol checklist, minimum takeoff field verified. And actually cancel that. We need to do the departure plan checklist. We got the FMC program debriefings complete. N1s are going to be 52 over 27 reduced set. Runway 30 set. Flaps PWB 5, CDU 5. Indicates 5 green light. V speed is going to be 32, 33, 39 set. Stab trim 5.4 set. And the minimum cleanup altitude is 1060. Departure plan checklist is complete. Now we've got the before takeoff checklist. Departure plan is complete. Attendant notification complete. Electrical generators on. Anti-ice off. Packs auto. Bleeds engine on. APU off. Start switches left continuous. APU off. Flaps. CDU 5. Indicates 5 green lights. Start levers auto recall. Check boarding up. Check speeds. Long Beach Tower is 20.5. And departures 28.1. Long Beach Tower, Southwest 2229, ready to go, runway 30. Take off runway 30, Southwest 2220. Alright, runway 30 is verified, final is clear. Alright, runway heading to 1500 feet, it's a left turn heading 180. It's my FO's leg, so we're going to get the autopilot on right away to act as though they are
on
the pilot.
Runway 30.
Set takeoff thrust 84.9. Set speed, flaps 1, climb thrust. Departure Southwest 2220 negative. It's 1500 feet to 180 heading. Flaps up. Check out the departure today, Southwest 2229, passing 1900, come to 3000, turning anywhere. Up to 7,000, we're going to level change in the flap up maneuvering speed. We are underneath the Los Angeles class Bravo shelf, so we cannot accelerate. Southwest 2229, good. SoCal approach, good day, Southwest 2229, passing 4,800, coming to 7,000, heading 180. Left turn direct to Cahill, join the SID, climb via SID, Southwest 2220. Alright, we're left to Cahill. Up to 17,000. Confirm. We'll execute. LNAV is available. Select LNAV. The Bravo shelf here begins at 8,000 feet, so once we get to 8,000, and basically what we'll do is we'll maintain the flap up maneuvering speed until we roll out towards Cahill, and then we'll just go ahead and accelerate. Accelerate. There's N1 and VNAV speed. AP was off, climb checklist is complete. Actually, not even up to 17,000. We're climbing via the Zoom 3 at this point. Crossing Cahill at or above 15,000. We're going to have no issue with that. Southwest 2229 today. LA Center, good day. Southwest 2229 has 15,800, climbing up 7,000. BT flight 350 Southwest 2229. At 350 set and 1 VNAV speed. Displays a little bit better. 18,000 feet standard set. Wonderful. Over to Salt Lake City. Hopefully you guys are having a nice night. If you're flying, let me know where you're flying. Let me know what airplane you're flying. You guys want something to talk about? Let me know if let me know what you want to talk about. Once we get up to cruise, we'll go ahead and peruse some of the Flightsim pages and find some fun stuff to talk about. Might even load up GoldenEye really quick and play a GoldenEye mission or two. We'll see. But right now we've got a wonderful, wonderful evening. Sun just went below the horizon, just leaving the LA metro area. Taking this airplane over to Salt Lake City for the evening. Back. Spot there. at the MAX tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing Salt Lake City to San Diego, San Diego, San Jose, Ontario, Ontario, Los Angeles. Should be a great day. Same airplane the entire day, so no need to worry about changing airplanes or anything like that. We can, once we're loaded up in the airplane, we can stay on that airplane. And yeah, it should be a pretty good stream tomorrow, 9.5 hours. Cruising over Cuba back to West Palm Beach. Very nice. I'm assuming you're still in the Citation. Hopefully the internet is being better now. I don't know what its deal was earlier this evening, but hopefully this is a little bit better for you guys. It's not, hopefully it's a little bit better than before. Don't know if we're, let's go take a look. I want to look at some turbulence here. So we're up to 350. Looks like it's going to be the Citation ended up today. Very nice. Like we're going to have no issue with turbulence today. The only thing that I can see it this here is some of this weather. We're going to check the weather here as well. Just to kind of see what weather is like. I got some storms just east of Las Vegas, and it looks like it should be relatively easy for us to get in there. Once we get kind of towards Las Vegas, I'll see if maybe we can get to where to like Winctrl or something like that. Right here we've got some restricted areas here. They're not active all the time, but I'm not going to ask for it. I'll just ask for it once we get past it. Chicago to Dallas in the MAX. How is, I'm assuming you got the new Indy builds O'Hare? I have to check it out. I haven't done that yet. I will say I'm in love with the new Long Beach scenery. That Long Beach scenery is really solid. I'm gonna enjoy going to Long Beach now. Went ahead and put Beyond ATC back on. I had it turned off initially when we were leaving Las Vegas, just because of they were running a different flow than what PilotEdge was doing, and then once we got to Long Beach, PilotEdge again was running a different flow, so I've had them off for the entire flight, but now it's nice when we turn it back on. And hopefully we're going to be landing South Ops. I don't know what Salt Lake City's doing right now. Let's go to the ATIS. Which is 350 at 6. They have them landing north. I don't know what PilotEdge is doing though. Let's see. PilotEdge might be running a different flow. And they're running a north flow, so I would expect a different arrival then. I would expect the Queen 7 arrival. I got you, Nathan. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I want to see how it is. Hopefully it's solid. Now that I think of it, I'm not even gonna bother requesting direct to win in because that's gonna put us right in here to the restricted areas. We can't do that either. So we're just gonna keep our mouths shut, fly the filed route because we're not gonna be able to get any shortcuts. I mean, it looks like we could get maybe over here direct to win in. You probably could. Yeah, direct to win in, but probably isn't even worth it at this point. Or maybe we could get direct to like Milford. That wouldn't be too bad. Once we get a little bit closer.
Obstacle. Oh, up.
Really Blue 4, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. So from C Speed beat up path. Alright, level off at 350. Seatbelt sign is off. We are now leveled off at 350. Got Las Vegas here. And literally as I do that, looks like we're getting some bumps here. We may have to, yeah, I'm not happy with the ride right now. I should have waited. Oh, really? It just leaks VRAM? That's a fucking shame.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on. Please be in your seat.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's hopefully,
thank you.
Hopefully we have safe travels. Should be a nice night for flying here. We just flew into Long Beach from Las Vegas, and now we're heading over to Salt Lake City. We had to restart the stream. I was having all sorts of, my internet was acting really weird, so we had to restart it, but since then I think it's been pretty solid. We're going to leave the seatbelt sign on for a couple of minutes here and see what happens. So, yeah, looks like we got below us here. What is that? Ooh, Daggett. What's up, dude? Daggett, California. While we settle in for the cruise here, I think it's time for a little...
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off.
Yeah, that's true. I know they have a tendency of doing that.
Please be careful opening any of the vents. Thank you.
Go back to that, please. Volume mixer going here. This should be on. There we go. All right. Leveled off at the cruise. Now we can go ahead and start doing this. We're just going to start from nothing. Let's go damn 008. Just gonna see how far we can get in this in our stream today while we just cruise on our way. every level of this, stop back and click on the sim just to make sure everything's kosher. But for now, I remember playing with my cousin, man. Always accusing each other of cheating. That was just part of childhood. You just always accuse the other one of screen looking. God, we got this so many. No, you were cheating. You were looking at my screen. Oh man. All right. There's a dam. Check back on the sim real quick. Everything appears kosher. See if we get, hopefully we get a good doctor. I'm just gonna wait for these guys to come through here. I'm not a speed runner yet. I gotta get a lot better before I can do that. bad playing GoldenEye from a Flightsim computer. Half of everything is luck, and the other half, fate. I love this game though, dude. So, oh my god. Growing up, man. Southwest 2229, good. Oh fuck! I didn't even. Hang on, we get to do it again. That was so much fun to get to do it again. Good day, Southwest 2229, flight level 35. Thought I clicked on it, I thought I actually hit the button, but I didn't. Okay, hang on, stand by. I just had so much fun, I wanted to do it again. What the fuck? Did I not kill it? Oops. Oh, fuck me. That's fucking sad. How about that aim right there, man? When I was growing up, man, shooting that one guy that's in the toilet there was my favorite thing of all time. I thought that was so funny. I wish I could play this on original Nintendo 64 hardware. I know we kind of talked about that last time. Alright, let's get this fourth here. I don't ever remember this fourth guy taking that long. The only thing I can think of is that I would go so fast that I'd be gone by the time he came. I just don't ever remember a fourth guy coming through. I just used to love too that everything blows up in this game. That was so funny growing up. Alright, I've gotten lucky. I've gotten bailed out by some decent dope spawns, considering I had to do this level like 8 fucking times. Holy shit, that's bad. This is why I fly and I don't stream games. Do much better with the whole flying thing. Oh, shit. And shit. Great. I get to go all the way back because I've had to do this 8 fucking times and now I get a shit spawn. let's get out of this fucking thing. Let's go do runway. Duke Nukem. That's a solid. Alright, there we go. It's been a minute since I've played this. There we go. Alright, maybe we'll do surface. Surface, at least for now. All is good now. We got the clock, so we're gonna be good. Not only do they look like Doom, but they play like shit. This is just such a good... It's just such a good game. Okay. We'll do bunker here. In a minute. Do bunker here in a minute. We're going to go ahead and start planning the arrival. Okay, so looking at the arrival here, so we're probably going to be, it's going to be the Queen arrival, so it's going to be at the 4s. I would expect the ILS probably 3-4 rowing. Is what I would expect to get here. 577 days, Southwest 2220. And let's see, localizers 1095. Plug in 1095, 1095. Final approach course is going to be 344. Can't believe like how good that game is still today. Like that is such it's the best James Bond game. I mean, Nightfire was really good for the Xbox and was on the PlayStation 2. But it still holds up even today, which is so freaking cool. Alright, 4425, let's take a look here. The ATIS for Salt Lake City has the altimeter of 2994. There we go, 2994. VNAV, forecast, 2994. And let's go ahead and request the descent winds. I've got a descent wind request going. And check the ATIS for PilotEdge. Information Romeo, and they've switched it now to 17, so we're going to have to change this. So let's go ahead and load it. And then departing, arriving, which we actually already kind of set up, so we don't have to do anything other than just select different. So I would expect probably 16 left. And it's going to be the Pit 2 arrival. Alright, so we got the Pit 2 RNAV arrival here from Milford. And we'll take that in there. We're going to Bravo 34? Bravo 37. Not sure how that works, because Bravo 37 is not on my chart here. I would assume... Oh my fuck. I would assume Bravo 37 is somewhere up here. Surprising current charts, we don't have Bravo 37. That's strange. Jam and maintained 17,000 Southwest 22. Alright, crossing Jam and maintained 17,000. The ILS 16 left, so we just have to reset this a little bit. It's 1095 and a 164 course. 164, 44, 31. There we go. And Prague, that's got us in with 9.8. So let's go ahead and look at love cars really quick. And 9.8, runway 16 left. We have no climb gradient. Let's request landing data. Oh my God, I know. We're going to look back 30 years from now at 2024 and be like, God, this flight sim was kind of crummy. No, I think this flight sim is going to stand up. But yeah, no, looking back at GoldenEye here, it's going to be so cool. I'm going to be playing like a 60-year-old video game. That's going to be so cool. Alright, so Salt Lake City information, Romeo at 0354. Winds are 1307, 10 miles. Scattered 17, broken 25. Temperature 34, dew point 11. Altimeter 2993. And looks like they're using arriving 16 left, 16 right, 17. Alright, that gives us a landing weight of 127,100 pounds. That gives us a VREF of 135 and a V target of 140. Is 140. Beautiful. Alright, are you guys ready for the approach brief? I think I used to play a game called Pilot Wings for like the Sega Dreamcast. I wonder if it's the same game. Alright, so we're on the pit 2 arrival from Milford. So from Milford, we're going over to Beaver, and then it's going to be Delta. Giamadetta maintain 17,280 knots. Draper's between 15 and 14. Speak is between 14 and 13. Harry, Pitt, at maintain 12,000. Magni, Quippa, Lava, at maintain 1,000 at 344. Heading with radar vectors to the approach. Transition level is going to be 18,000 feet. No adverse weather in the area. NOTAMs for Salt Lake City. Let's see here, runway 16 left is closed, so it's going to have to be 16 right, which is okay, that's fine. Approach, ILS, that's all, that's good. Okay, so 16 left is closed, so we're going to take the ILS 16 right. That's 111.9. That's set. Final approach course 164, 44, 26 the mins. Beautiful. Arrival ILS 16 right, and we'll take that from rough. Alright, localizer is 111.9. Final approach course 164, set both sides, glide slope at bunker 6,000 on a 3 glide slopes checked, ILS D8's 4426, set airport elevation 4231, touchdown zone elevation 4226, if we go missed on 4,800 feet, and then say right turned at 8,100 on a 310, heading it up on the Wasatech 249 to Stateko at or above 8,100 feet. Flaps 30 landing, auto brakes off, landing runway 16 right, we'll vacate, back. We'll probably just roll and vacate probably Alpha 5. It'll be Alpha 5. We'll enter the ramp probably here at like this 2 west north. It'll be Charlie 3 west
all the way down to Bravo 37. We are in a MAX, so we gotta wait 3 minutes before we can shut down the engines for engine cooling. And we'll start the APU with the F-landing procedure. Do you have any questions? Restart complete, set checks, minimums are set, VFP feet, target 3540, set noted on the side. Check, set checks. Alright, brief is complete, checks are complete. I'm gonna run to the restroom, and then we'll play, we'll do bunker, and then we'll descend into Salt Lake City. Be right back. Line this up and then like bunker one really quick. Top descent is in 37 miles. Within 5 minutes, we'll have bunker one done within a few minutes. The only other thing, volume mixer. Chop Rock, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We're just doing a little gold knot before we descend into Salt Lake City. We are descending. I just realized that. So we are descending really quick. We're not going to have too much longer in this level here, so we'll get through this quite quickly. So he's going to take care of this, and then yeah, we've started a nice descent down to cross jamming enemy team. Let's set that. Played bunker 1. There we go. Now we're descending. All right, we got the bunker 1 on that one. Wasn't too bad. Would have been. We would have gotten more done had I not played facility like 8 fucking times. I couldn't do anything right there. All right, let's get the music back out. Back into Salt Lake City, we got the, let's see, actually the lights of Salt Lake City out there. So. Down we go. Plan on a visual approach backed up by the ILS, but we'll see. Maybe they just give us the ILS, which would be nice. to 1.6, right? We cannot use 1.6 left. It is closed per the NOTAMs. It's not closed in the PilotEdge world, so they could give us 1.6 left. But we'll request 1.6 right. Just as in this world, 1.6 left is closed. Something that I've noticed with the MAX8 is, so we're what, a cost index of like 7 or some shit, 12 is what we have for a cost index. So that has us obviously flying a little bit slower than we would if we had, you know, let's say 30. Something that this should, the FMC should yell at me for, and it doesn't, is we're descending at 244. However, we have a speed restriction of 280 knots at jamming. It should be yelling us, and it should tell us that we're unable 280 knots at jamming, and it doesn't do that. Now we would still do 244. It would still follow VNAV. It would still follow the econ, you know, descent speed with a cost index of 12. But it should definitely be telling us we're unable 280 knots at jamming. It doesn't do that. It's very clear what you said. Through 25 for 17. I'm going to keep the autopilot on for pretty much most of the arrival here. I'll probably click it off at about 500 feet. This is my first officer's leg, so technically I'm acting as cockpit veteran here. We get the autopilot on pretty much right away after takeoff, and you know, I truly just worry about radios because that would be my job. Always flying. Yeah, so we're gonna keep the autopilot on for pretty much most of this arrival, most of the approach. We'll just click it off to land, but our autopilot's gonna stay on a lot longer than usual, just to kind of simulate that. For approach, I want to wait for Southwest 22. City Bird Southwest 2229, set up flight level 236, descending pin 2. Information Romeo, we'd like the ILS 16 over. Expected Southwest 2229. Okay, so per usual, it's unable to maintain any kind of descent speed. You'd have to sit here and rip the speed brakes out. The MAX8 doesn't like to do speeds on a VNAV descent. However, this kind of works out because I'm supposed to be 280 knots in jamming, so I'm just going to let this thing keep going. And yeah, it's been keeping at 280 knots. Once we accelerate to that point, I'm pretty much going to just let it do that. So it's kind of got to work out. It's going to make itself fly the wind speed without driving. Then if all goes well, tomorrow Gonna show you guys what we've got planned and what time we're gonna be on. So if all goes well, tomorrow we'll be on 2:40 Mountain Time, 4:40 Eastern Standard Time. That would be 6:40. I'm sorry. That would be 8:40 Zulu time. Right? Yep, 8:40 Zulu. Tomorrow night, 2040 Zulu. We'll be online and streaming again. We're on a MAX8 tomorrow. It's the same airplane all day, so it should be pretty nice. We do have a relatively long-term, relatively longer term, two legs, shorter term, kind of in the middle there. We're doing Salt Lake City, San Diego to San Jose, over to Ontario, and a nice, real short Ontario to Vegas. Looking forward to it, and should be good. And I have to confirm here, did we get to send via or we had to send via? I gotta ask. Flex it for some reason. I'm sorry, did you clear to the send via to start? Send via the pit 2, Southwest 2220. Alright, we're down to 1-1 back. So we're going to see speed VS, we're just going to hit VNAV. FMC speed VNAV path, it's now maintaining 280 knots. It now is like, oh, that speed is 280, we're going to keep that. So, here, it's going to be 280 knots now. Until we reach 10,000, then it'll be slow down to 240. Nathan, I gotta look up that game. I want to see if that's the same game I used to play on the Sega Dreamcast. Arrow Wings. Yes. Arrow Wings 2. Fairly positive this is what I used to play. Oh my god, yes, this was it. This is what I used to play. Arrow Wings 2 Airstrike for the Sega. They would take you through and then you would actually go do it. Hell yeah. Oh god, I used to play this so much. This was all I had. Sometimes that, like I would just sit and do this for like 30 minutes. I'd just fly around, pretend I was flying somewhere, and oh man, hell yeah. Arrow Wings 2. Yeah. Well, now when I go to sleep, I'm just going to watch that. I'm just going to watch someone play Arrow Wings 2. Let's see really quick for work. Did more people sign up for Ladies' Day tomorrow? The weather here is supposed to be shitty tomorrow, which honestly I would. Thunderstorms likely in the morning. Chance of just getting thunderstorms in the afternoon. I'm down with that. Hourly. Yeah. Hell yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch that later tonight. I'm going to sit there and just watch that video game. It's been so long. God, that just took me right back. Yeah, Nathan, you and I are going to be in full nostalgia later on tonight watching that. Salt Lake City in front of us. Southwest 2229 is on 1,570. My allergies have been so crazy bad. It's funny, ever since we had last week that really bad smoke up here, and Thursday, Friday, it didn't bother me a lot Thursday, Friday, but now, oh my God, it's been really, really bad. I don't know why now, but so I'm sorry for all this sniffing up there. I have the lava to send me to 8,000 is set. Once we get to lava, we'll go ahead and just go for lava change. And lava, there's no speed restriction. There's nobody around, so once we level off in 11, once we get kind of close here to level off, I'll go ahead and just reduce to 240. This way we don't have to slow down. I'm not going to eat up a bunch of time slowing down while we fly north. I can just get back to 240 and slow down. Because if we look at the approach here, bunker's at 6,000, so if we get down to 8, we get down to 8 here, 7, down to 6. Yeah, it was Thursday. Thursday, I played golf in an event and played really well. But I was outside all day. The sun was like orange. It smelled like a campfire outside all day. I came home and I just my clothes and everything just smelled like campfire. Not good to be out in, but what are you gonna do? There's return in VNAV speed. Let's go into level change. That's going to give us ARM and MCP speed. Slow back to 240. Hopefully this is a little bit better now. It just sucks that I had it all set up correctly, and then, like I said, I knew doing that Windows update would be kind of annoying, but I think it changed around some of my mic settings. But hopefully that's better for you. All right, we're coming through 8. I'm sorry, we're coming through 10 for 8. flew this flight was on February 22nd. I'm sure we probably streamed that back in February. We're getting closer, man. As we get closer to fall and winter, the streams are going to be coming back in full force, man. I cannot wait. My last day off was July 1st. My next day off is July 30th. So I'm going to be working 30 days straight on. And that's just this time of year. Same with August. August is insane. Oh, it's terrible. Like, I know I need to do it, but I know it's gonna screw up my stuff. And sure enough, it did. Alright, just waiting for a turn now. Go and throw it in heading select now, just so we maintain this heading. There's 9 for 8. Right turn is 090, just to maintain 7,500 Southwest 2220. Right, 090 on the heading, 7,500 on the altitude. Rain. And I forgot to do some of my descent stuff at some point, I think. I think we're playing too much of GoldenEye. Alright, we're coming up 275, and then, let's see here, we're going to just do Beehive, 164. Flight heading 130, maintain 7,500 until established. Cleared LS, runway 16 short approach, Southwest 2229. With the approach, there's ARM, there's Warlock. And we're 7,500 until established, so we're just going to maintain this for now. Looks like we're going to fly through the localizer just a little bit, but that's okay. Turning back to capture that, let's go ahead and start slowing down. Back to the flap up maneuvering speed. Flaps 1. So one nice thing about this airplane is once you get flaps out, I can slow this thing down in a heartbeat. Flaps 5. There's the glide slope. Missed approach altitude of 8,100 feet is set. .3265, Southwest 2229, good in. Salt Lake City Tower, Southwest 2229, ILS, runway 16 right. Ground is 2377. Go to land runway 16 right southwest, 2229. 2377 is set for ground, 164, everything's good, 8,100 feet. We are clear to land, all the lights are on. And we got flaps 5 out, we're just coming on in. Just set up properly for takeoff and landing. Go. All right. sorry about that. All right, let's go gear down, flaps 15.
Checklist. Speed brakes are green light, letting it out to green. Flaps. Green light before light checklist completes. Alright, all throttles are off. This down speed sync rate is 1,000. Speed's coming back. We're stable. I said I'm going to keep the autopilot on
Approaching
for just a little bit longer, just
right.
act like my FO is flying. Autopilot's out. It's been almost for landing. We're high as shit.
100, 50, 30, 10.
Alright, welcome to Salt Lake City. A little high there, but that's alright. Alright, vacate on probably Alpha 4. I can do it. Yeah, it's alright, we'll just keep rolling. We gotta wait 3 minutes to shut down the engines anyways, so let's vacate Alpha 3. There's no one around right now. Left turn Alpha 3, Bravo to the ramp today. We'll save it to yourself, this 2220. Alright, Alpha 3, Bravo, so it's the second left. Flaps up. Start a 3-minute timer. It's going to be Bravo there. I also forgot to turn traffic on, so we have no traffic. I just turned it on now, so it should start up. So we should have some traffic now. Sounds good, Nathan. See you tomorrow, man. Hey, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, man. Alright, that's better. Now we got some traffic. Let's get the system page up. And we're going to Bravo 37. And we're going to stay on Bravo here. It's going to be the right turn onto Echo. And make the right turn onto Echo, and then we'll enter coming in from the north there. Turn here onto Echo.
Nice little Salt Lake City overnight ahead of us. And then we'll turn, we'll probably enter in spot 14, let's call it. So we'll go one more up. Spot 14. Alright, right here, spot 14 is where we'll enter. Still coming up on 3 minutes here. Once we turn on here, we'll make the left, we'll get the APU on the buses, and we'll kill engine number 2. That was 14, it's going to be left here, and 37 is going to be somewhere off to the left here. There's 3 minutes. APU on the buses. 3 minutes, go ahead and kill number 2. Start number 2, confirm. And 37 is all the way down here. We're way past the stop line there, and we're not even. Brake set, kill number 1. Park checklist. Parker brake is set. Set lever is cut off. Fuel pumps. When on, fluid off. Purpose auto. NES off. Hydraulic pumps. Electrics off. Start switches off. Oil quantity 97. Hydraulic quantity 98. Radar test. Transponder standby and zeros. Parker checklist is complete. Let's go and get the chocks and everything set. ground services. We need GPU, air conditioning, chocks, left and right wing cones. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this on GPU. Kill the APU. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go. Do the walk around really quick. Make sure we didn't totally destroy the airplane while we flew it. I don't think we did. We don't even have the doors open. There we go. All right. I think that's enough. I don't think we need to do a walk around. I tried to do a walk around, doors weren't even open, so I think that's where we're going to go ahead and say, you know what? No walk around. All right, let's go ahead and annotate the logbook really quick. July 21st, 26 at Salt Lake City. We parked with 10,040 pounds. All right. Put that away. That's going to be it. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for us this evening. We're done here in Salt Lake City. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon, 4:40 Eastern Time, 8:40 Zulu Time, going down to San Diego, up to San Jose, back down to Ontario, and over to Las Vegas to end the trip. Looks like it's going to be MAX8 tomorrow. We'll see if they tail swap us. But until then, I'll see you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.